How are you doing? Hello, Milo. How are you doing? Tired? Fair enough, yeah. I hope you're feeling better. Hello, Odin. Sorry, I choked on some food. Oh, that's awesome, Emery. Nice. Nice. Nice, Odin. Oh my god, Emery. That song that we were talking about yesterday, they actually have a release date for it. It's coming out Friday. No, Milo. Dude, I'm so excited. Ooh. That's fun, Milo. Alright, Odin. Dang, Milo, dang. Oh. No! Milo, that sucks. Yeah, I have like a little bit of a headache as well. It's like comes and goes. It's like okay right now. But I don't think I'm sick. I think it's just the weather. I have to go to school tomorrow. Yeah. I have to go to work. I'm assuming that's for me one. I have drunk water. Don't worry. And I'm eating food currently. And I have some tea. We're having soup for dinner. I'm pretty excited. Why are black eyebrows so hard to do? I don't know. I think it's just like really obvious. Bonk. Would you like to see my little guy? Sure. Can I eat the cardigan? No. I'm gonna need it. Hello, Amber. Hello, Ren. How you guys doing? Oh no. I'm good. I've been writing my paper on cults all day. How's that going? Ooh, hello. Oh, hello. God dang it, there's an ad. Oh, I forgot to change it. So it wouldn't give you like 2-minute ads.
Nothing. There's nothing in the fridge.
Gooby. Kick Burb. Hi, Kick Burb. How you doing? Yep. Yep. Kick Burb is muted. This is fine. I just up because I got mad reading about the call and studying. Oh god. What's wrong with the cult? Oh, I mean, there's probably a lot of things wrong with the cult, but like, why did it make you so mad that you had to stop? Is it in Crouch and Creations? Oh my god, it is a little guy! I love him. Very good, very good. This is the last mango, so I'm just eating the last mango and then we can knit. I was working on cosplay again today, so that's why there's a wig there. I haven't touched the wig. I haven't actually cut it. I need to put it on me and cut it while it's on me, and I didn't want to do that. So there's now a wig on the head, and the skull is now in the balaclava. Oh no. Also DM? Okay. It's a little guy. He's a little guy. It's a lot, but they believe bad things and the fact people follow it blows my mind, makes me man, it's a lot to get into. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I would assume. Fair enough. So hello everyone. I've not really worked on this since yesterday. I think I did like a couple rows and I've added the red. So like I'm on the red now. You can't really tell actually because the red and the black are very similar, but yeah, that's what we're doing. Yeah, okay, knitting cam. But good part is a lot more fair enough. Fair enough. It's been raining all day today. But I did go for a walk. Had to share my table with 2 complete strangers because there wasn't enough tables inside the shop. I did a little bit of writing. And then I came back home and I worked on a sword for my cosplay. And then it's just been mostly me just like kind of like being in the house. I see Cockbird. Why would you say that? Yeah, Kickbird is here, but they're muted right now. Fancy wig, can I eat it? Like, I mean, you can try. It's a pretty cheap wig. Yes, Milo. Yes, Milo. Bonk. Hello! Oh my god, hold on. Oh, it's Camel the Man! Yo! Oh my god. Oh my god. How are you doing? How are you enjoying, not watching VODs? Because, oh boy. I ate kinetic sand today. Don't do that. I'm gonna make you a wet little guy. What the F? What the F? Why? Why? Good, I'm glad. I'm glad. Welcome, this is, welcome to the knitting stream where I'm knitting a cardigan for my Minecraft roleplay character, because I am an adult. You have food? You know, I ate it all already. It's gone now. It was apple slices and mango. It didn't taste bad. That doesn't mean you shouldn't eat it. That means It doesn't mean you should eat it if it doesn't. Yeah. Finally watching old tier live, my condolences. What the? One of my teachers is absent, and because of that, I have a class at 9:45 a.m. and then another at 3. Yikes. Yikes. Hate that. Hate that for you. I ate resin one time? That's very bad. Friday, I'll be one at the con for about 4 to 6 hours, so I'll do Sephat since he's a con before. Saturday, I'll do Cassie, my favorite. Ooh! I don't know why I cannot follow you, it's just not doing it. Oh, weird. You wouldn't happen to, like, already be following me, right? Like, that would... Maybe. No? Oh, weird. Like, the only suggestion I could have is to refresh the page, but otherwise, like, I mean, you're part of the Discord now, so, like, you're gonna get a notification there anyway. I appreciate it, though. I like eating things, yeah, but don't. Hi, Lucifer. Thermodynamic Lawyer is playing right now. If we don't listen too close to the lyrics, we're okay. Remember when you yelled at me for doing resin without gloves until I told you it was safe resin? I don't know what safe resin means, but yeah, I mean, like, you shouldn't handle resin without gloves, to be fair. Real Ninjor. Today I tried watercolor. Don't do these. Why do you guys do these things? How are you guys, like, not had poison control called on you at least once? Is what I want to know. Like, it was child resin for fun, it's not really resin, it's just label. Oh, okay, fair enough. Should I get food or no? I mean, if you're hungry, Ren. I mean, it's not, like, too... Like, okay, if you've had breakfast, but you're still hungry, like, go get food. But if you've had breakfast and you're not hungry, then I think you're good. Because it's, like, not really lunchtime yet. If you haven't had lunch, or, like, breakfast, then yes, you should go get food. You know? Guys, also, there's this, like, new trend on TikTok with, Lovejoy's new song. Where people just, like, lie on the ground. Hello, Cosplay, hello! Hello! I'm doing the same thing as yesterday. Don't worry, you missed, like, F all. So I've decided, guys, this is the master plan. I've decided that I'm gonna do a video where I just, like, lie on the ground in different Lovejoy sweaters. Surely this goes well. I asked my orchestra teacher if he was queer today, and he went, look at me, look at the rainbow, answer your question yourself. That's a very funny answer. That's quite good. Hello. How are you? Yes.
A choker I ordered that's very good that I've been wanting for so long. Shipped.
Oh, yo, let's go.
I'm so excited.
Let's go. Plot twist, the answer was no. Said yes, he goes, there isn't just 2 brain cells in there. Oh boy, Reese. Cakebird, there's a trend on TikTok of people just, like, they'll just, like, lie on the ground to, like, like, the clip of Wilbur's new song. Like they do in the music video or whatever, or the promotional video.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's like a trend, right? And I'm like, I should just do that, but like in the Lovejoy sweaters. Because like I've just never actually put any of those sweaters on TikTok or anything. Like, the only place that those sweaters exist is on Twitch. Like, I don't have any photos of them on Instagram or on TikTok or on, like nowhere. They're nowhere. Choker, I better know her. I hate being sick. No, that's fair. Me when no TikTok. I mean, that's honestly probably better. In the long run, probably better. Can I name that skull? It's already been named. It's Jeeble. And it's all nice and cozy because it's cold today. Or just to get TikTok and watch Star Wars just to annoy people and feel superior. At least you're self-aware. I've never watched Star Wars either, actually. But honestly, like, genuinely, I feel like it's better to not have TikTok. Can I name your glasses? Why? I never told you the story on how I almost punched someone at school. Okay, I'm interested. Hello, welcome in, Ava. Shadow Christ, dear. Now, I don't need to know this. Actually, correction, I don't want to know this. I don't think they look like Harry Potter glasses. They're a little bit, they're not round enough, and Harry's glasses, I think, are a little bit smaller. These ones are kind of like, they're like octagon kind of shaped. And they're bigger. Would you like to know the story? Yes. There's a cockroach. Ah. Hello, Jay. Oh, I also punched someone on my last day of high school. That's fun. I need to get some work done, but I'm still here. I just won't attach much. All good. Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, that's Tulula.
It is Tallulah. I just flawlessly put on a wig. Oh my god. Let's go, Emery. Yeah, I put on this wig today to like see where I needed the cut, and then I was like, I don't want to cut this right now. And so I took it off, and it like the bangs need to be cut like a lot. And like the end pieces need to be cut. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be cut on it. But I'm glad that like they didn't cut it very short. You know? That's a quick way to not graduate. They can't not let you graduate if you punch someone. If you've done all the other requirements, like, you can graduate. They might, like, not let you go to the graduation ceremony, but, like, you would still get the piece of paper that said you graduated. Yeah, working on a friend's birthday gifts. Nice! Can we cut your hair? No. 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 I mean, sure, Ren. Go for it. So I was talking to my STEM teacher, and someone pulled my hair, and then some random person threw a pencil at me, and it hurt so badly. Oh. Reese, I think you know the answer to this. Like, even if I said yes, what would you do? Like... I talked about school in USA versus in Poland yesterday, and all I can tell you is what the F is wrong with USA. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, right? Like, even as someone who lives in Canada, and I would say that, like, in theory, our education systems would probably be, like, quite similar, and they're just not. Like, Canada's is, like, yeah, we weren't taught, like, as many things as we should have been taught, but, like, in general, we're, we're not taught that Canada is, like, the center of the universe, and I think that helps a lot with perspective on things. were we told that Canada was a really good country? Yes, of course. But, you know, uh, but just seems me, yeah, a lot of my friends' parents hang on either New Year's or Valentine's. I mean, it's a pretty common, pretty, like, September is also an extremely common, uh, like, month to be born in. Did you know I dated a trumpet player? I don't think so, no. You're obligated to go to school till you're 18, so you can't drop out before that. Also, homeschooling, as in parents decide what they teach you, is illegal too. Oh, interesting. Um, you can do those things in Canada. You can get homeschooled. Like your parents have to like prove that you're learning though. Um, like there is like a process to it. Where like like you have to like there's like forms and stuff that you have to sign and you have to like prove that you are actually teaching your kids things that they should learn. But yeah, you can drop out. But I think there's like an age where like you can't drop out before that. Like you have to go to school, otherwise they will like, you know, like try to figure out what's going on. But I think like at around 16, you can like technically drop out of high school. Um, like they don't like you to, but you can. Uh, like it's not illegal to. They're gonna try to convince you not to, but you know. You could drop out right now. I mean, like, if you want to, I wouldn't suggest to. Like, there is, like, basically nothing you can do without a high school education. Here you have to get homeschooled if your principal allows it, and then every year you take finals from also to prove that you are learning from what you would at school normally. Yeah, I think we still have to do, like, there's still things that you need to have to graduate, right? So to be considered that you have a high school thing. So, like, there is, like, programs that you do to do like your tests and stuff. It's not like a totally like, oh, like totally hands-free, like this person just like learns stuff. It's like you still take tests and stuff, just not at a school. I think you take it at like a facility. Totally not thinking about it. It's really not worth it. Like I'm like the opposite with like college or university. Like in college or university, if you're taking classes and you're like, I don't want to do this anymore, then yeah, drop out because you're like wasting money at that point. But like, don't drop out of high school. Like, just finish, you know? Because like I'm so serious. There is like almost nothing that you can do like job wise without a high school like certificate like proving that you finished high school. And it's really hard to like go back. No, graduated, does that mean I can legally fight a teacher? No, because you can't legally fight anyone ever. Not really. I was homeschooled. Yeah, like you can get homeschooled. You can get your certificate and stuff like that. What if they consent to it? Then you go to a fighting ring. I don't know. Also, your most jobs require you to finish high school to get them. Also, the finals we have here sometimes too. And for many, you can't get at all if you don't go to uni. Yeah, I mean, like that's how it works in most places where you can get a job like as like a retail worker without a high school graduating, whatever. But like nothing more than that. You have to have a high school diploma to like go into university and college. Um, and obviously there's jobs that you need a university degree or a college degree to get into. Like that's how it is in the States too. Um, can you let me fight you? I'd win. To just be a cashier? Okay, like I mean like that I would say that's like a lot unless they are also paying like a livable wage because you can't because it'd be kind of I think it'd be kind of stupid to be like, okay, yeah, like you need to have a high school diploma, which means you graduated high school at this point, to be a cashier, but we're also not going to give you like a wage that you could live on while you work here. Yo, Emery. Some retail manager position require bachelors now. That's insane. Or good children. Ah. But the lights are coming out of my eyes and nose. Let's go. Usually clothing stores, I guess. Okay. I can kind of see that. I think it's grocery stores you don't have to. I can see why clothing stores would want you to be not a high schooler. Well, livable wage, what's that? I am assuming you're being sarcastic. A dead suit, actually? Okay, cool. Guys, like, I think I, like, touched, like, this part of my glasses, and it's, like, blurry.
Be right back.
I don't think it actually is. I need to get a job, and oh my god, why is this so stressful and awful? I don't know what to do. Help. Well, like, obviously, I don't know where you live. Don't tell me where you live. But, like, if you've never had a job before, then you unfortunately are going to have to work at a job that's going to suck a little. Which is probably going to be, like, retail or something like that. And you just have to apply to them, man. And you just have to work there. And it's just gonna be like that. Kickbird is left. Oh. Only mildly, I know that an actual living wage right now is like 30 US an hour and general minimum is 16. Oh, okay. So, like, I mean, if you guys don't actually know what a livable wage is, well, basically what it means is the wage that someone would need to make an hour, right? To be able to afford rent, food, like anything that they would need, and then be able to put some money in savings. Okay, so that's a livable wage. And the idea of a livable wage is that someone who works a full-time job should be able to rent like a one-bedroom apartment that has like a kitchen, like by themselves, right? They don't have roommates. Like they should be able to own or like rent a one-bedroom apartment and afford groceries and internet and all that sort of stuff and be able to afford to go back and forth from work, right? So like that is what a livable wage is. And the biggest argument against having minimum wage be a livable wage is that the argument is that the majority of jobs that are minimum wage are held by teenagers, which is one, not true, and then two, even if it were true, then then the hours that things are open wouldn't make sense, right? So like grocery stores, right? So if you're arguing, hello, welcome back,
Hello.
Kickbird. If you're arguing that only teenagers work at grocery stores, for instance, then grocery stores would not be open during the week during the day, right? Because they would be at school, right? So like if so like that's clearly not the case. So there's obviously adults working there that need to pay for stuff. So that's why minimum wage should be a livable wage. And you're right, that is nowhere. Nowhere is like that. Because they expect the adults that have jobs like grocery store to either have 2 or 3 jobs, live with roommates, or have a partner that just makes a lot more money. Like, it is just like that. Otherwise, Knox puppy because it's an animal. Sounds like alluding where the states did that. To be fair, nowhere does that. Like the majority of countries don't do that. Canada's not like that either. Like our minimum wage is not the livable wage. Like by a long shot. I think where I live, minimum wage would have to be $24 an hour to be a livable wage. Which is and like the minimum wage right now where I live is $15. So it's $10 more. Like that's a lot of money more. And I don't even think that's correct. Like I think that is the livable wage where you have to have 2 roommates still. to like afford an apartment, because like 1-bedroom apartments are really expensive. I worked at Domino's once. It got closed due to the fact that they did drugs and left a 16-year-old alone inside while they got high. I might not get my medicine today. No, Milo, no! No, Milo. I hope. Oh, no. But yeah. Oh, and then another argument. This one's my favorite part of the argument. The other argument is that if they were to raise up minimum wage, right, then prices would go up of like food and all that sort of stuff. So like again, we take grocery store workers, and if we raise their wage up to be a livable wage, then the food in grocery stores would also have to go up. And that's just not the case. Is that a skull? Yes. He's snug in a balaclava. And the reason for that, guys, here's some fun little business facts for everyone. Businesses work on a profit basis. So what that means is that they want to make money, right? That makes sense. Businesses want to make money. That, I think everyone can understand why that would be desirable. The problem is that the profit is not like, oh, they're putting that back into the system to like improve the system, or to pay workers more, or to buy equipment, or buy more stuff, or whatever. Generally, that profit just goes directly into whoever who owns the business and their shareholders like money, like their pockets, which is why you'll have a CEO who makes like 1,000 times more than like the person at the bottom of the rung. Whereas like if that didn't exist, like there wasn't that profit. So like I'm saying the guy makes a wage. The CEO of whatever company, they make a wage, okay? They make a certain amount of money each year. But then there's a profit added on top of that.
Nothing.
Okay?
There's nothing in the fridge.
Gooby.
Gooby. Prices already been going up anyway. Because greed. It literally is. It's because it's like you would think it's because, okay, let's say farmers wanted more money for their work, then grocery store money would go up, right? But it should not be going up as much as it is. Because what's happening is that they're raising up money more so they can make more profit. This is on top of the wage that they already make every year. Okay, so this is on top of the salary that the people at the top make every year. So this is extra money, right? If they didn't have that extra money, they didn't want that extra money, right? Then if they were to give everyone at the bottom rung a livable wage, prices of food would not go up, or would go up very minimally, like maybe by like 50 cents rather than dollars, which is what it's doing right now. So yeah, the argument that raising up minimum wage to a livable wage would raise up food prices and all whatever prices is false. Or it would, but it would be so minimal that it would actually just be beneficial in the long run. People are just greedy. Hi, Alex. I never had a job before, and I can either go to some fast food or grocery store. I can't even go to certain clothing stores just because they're required to already be proficient in using the cash register. If you have to choose between fast food and a grocery store, personally, I would do grocery store, mostly because you get discounts at both places, and you're going to want to discount at the grocery store. Rather than a fast food place. Trust. You know what I don't get? Yes, Odin. I don't get my medicine, I'm going to cry. No, Milo. Business with Voltaire. Guys, when you own a business, and then also your father, you know, has been, like, in a business for a very, very long time, and has a master's in business, you kind of pick up on a few things. You unfortunately start to know how money works very well. No, about 24 are greedy. No, yeah, totally. Yeah, it's like usually like the CEO, and then whoever else helped make the company, and then their shareholders. And if you don't know where a shareholder is, in this scenario, what I'm talking about, hello, Scar. I didn't even say the commission on my No! No, Alex! Companies buy houses. Companies do buy houses. They do. My allergies have been killing me for the past 4 weeks. I'm so no. I mean, I still live with my family, so that's not an issue for now, fortunately. But I need a partner. Oh yeah, no, totally. No, yeah, Ren, like for you, someone who lives at home, like it's just about getting the job, which is fair. And I'm telling you that I think a grocery store job would be much more enjoyable than a fast food one. Because a fast food one is like personally I would do the grocery store job. I don't know. Like I feel like it would just be like less sweaty. Like you're just like, you're dealing with people doing groceries, which is like usually a pretty like relaxed thing rather than people who are doing fast food. I don't know. Like personally I would do the grocery store. Can you get extremely dizzy and nauseous anytime I stand? It's making my life horrible. That sounds like a trip to the doctor time. Why the F do companies buy houses? Money. Okay, so what companies buy houses because when you buy like let's say you buy an apartment complex, okay? So it has like let's say actually let's make it smaller. Let's say they buy a townhouse. It has the split townhouse, so it has two places that like a family can live. Like each townhouse has like two bedrooms, whatever, so you can have like a family in each house, right? So they buy that thing. Let's say for like a realistic price around here. What's for like where I live? A realistic price around here, they buy that for like 1.2 million. Okay. Um so that's a lot of money, obviously. Whatever. But then they have two houses now because it's a split complex. They're able to put two families in there, right? They're able to because it's family houses rather than apartments, they're able to charge I think between like 2,800 and 3,500 depending on how nice the place is and where it's located. So they're like that's how much the rent is. Like 2,800 to 3,500 on both sides. So like in total, that's a lot of money, right? And I think the mortgage on a house like that would be double the mortgage. So they would be, or maybe it would be 2/3 the mortgage. The point is that they're making money, right? So like they're paying off the mortgage of the house, but then they're also making money off of the house. And then when they sell it, um, if it's like still really nice, they usually make money on the sale, depending on where it's located and all that sort of stuff. Um, Especially if they fix it up. That's why companies buy houses because it makes money. That's why like most places are for rent and not to buy because people own those houses and then they like do it. Like they get people to rent. And then it gets even better. When you own the house and then you have people renting it, none of that's going to the mortgage. That person's rent is going fully into that person's pocket. That feels kind of dumb. Yeah. Wild. It's almost like that's why people don't like landlords. It's crazy. I know they'd be like, it's just in your head, and like, okay, sounds like I'll suffer some more. If every time you stand up you're dizzy and nauseous, that's not in your head. That's like either low blood pressure, you're not getting enough food and water, or like there's something else wrong. Like that is like doctor. Because then they can landlord and crank the prices. Or yeah. And there's like a bunch of like there is a bunch of things that do protect tenants from like really bad stuff, but like if the tenant doesn't know that, landlords can pull off some like pretty like sketchy things where like they can raise your rent price, which they're not supposed to do. If you live there, you have like a set price for until the lease is over. Sometimes people like get kicked out of their apartments because they're paying like I don't know $700 in rent, but actually the place is technically worth like 3,000. Like it's a whole thing. I hope you and water. Yes, hello Zam. I do have water, and I have tea, and I just had food. We're just we're talking about money. So that I can't breathe out of my nose. Oh my god, Milo, I'm so sorry. Housing be wild. Yeah. Um, and I live in one of the most expensive places in the world. Right now. So I know. It's stupid. I almost passed out like 4 times. My friend had to literally get my arm so I didn't fall. Yeah, doctor. I want to go to law school, not to be a lawyer, but so that I know what the F is happening. You could do that. That would be really expensive to like not become a lawyer. What I would do personally is I would talk to a lawyer. Um, like if there are like some very specific questions you have about housing or anything like that, you don't even have to talk to a lawyer. If you want to know more about the housing market, you can talk to your bank about it. And talk to them about what like about any question that you have really, and like obviously you can Google stuff, but like you know like sometimes it's easier to talk to a person because then they're going to be able to tell you the things that you don't know about. uh like yeah, like sure you can look up how a mortgage works, right? But what if there's like a thing in mortgages that you don't understand, that you don't even know exists? Then you can talk to someone who does know stuff like that. So like you and I don't know if it's like this in the US. I feel like it is, but in Canada, I know that like if I were to go to my bank, like my bank branch, and be like, "Hey, like I want to talk about like financial advice for me saving up for a house, for instance." That's like it's free. Like they don't charge me for that. Like I make an appointment, I go there and I say like, "Hey, like I have all these questions about like being a first-time house buyer, um like what is a reasonable like mortgage for me, like where should I like try to buy like what are my like what is like a reasonable plan of action for me, blah blah," and like you know like the bank person would like let me know. They'd be able to like look at my bank, they'd be able to look at like how much money I make and all this sort of stuff and be like, okay, you can have like this is like a reasonable plan for you. Or they might be like, it at the moment it's just not possible, like this is the type of thing that you could rent maybe, but like you know. That's an object used to cook. I have a rich uncle, and he decided that he'll started building and selling houses. Oh, he'll start building and selling houses. I mean, that's one way to do it. Oh, yay, medicine! Yeah, guys, having a dad who's like has a master's degree in business, and is really likes talking about finance stuff. It just sticks in your brain, man. Finish one assignment, a million to go. I'm too tired for this. No, Tallulah. You could Tallulah, I don't know what you're doing actually, but like maybe it would help to do it in like timed increments. But I don't know how much stuff you actually have to do. So like I don't know. Like if I have like a lot of stuff to do, I usually do it in timed increments where like I will do something for 25 minutes and then I'll take a 5 minute break and 25 minutes, 5 minute break, and then I just keep doing that until it's done. But then I'm like always looking forward to the break, so like I'm like, oh, I only have to work for 25 minutes. I'm debating if it's a primary doctor or a patient first moment. I don't know what that means. Do you mean like a primary doctor? Is that like the equivalent of like a family doctor, and then the other one is like you go to the clinic? Okay. Okay. I feel like going to the clinic would be okay, and then they might be like, this is a problem we can't fix here, you should talk to your family doctor. I don't think it's an urgent care moment, though. It's probably, I need to go to the clinic, though. I didn't ask. He's an electrician and has his own company and just went, I'll buy this land and build houses. He'd be wildin'. To be fair, though, what he's doing is a little bit better than what landlords generally do. Because, like, he is actually providing housing. Like, he is building houses and selling them. Um, Whereas landlords kind of just have houses that they let you borrow for a little bit. Like, there's a difference. I need a hug right now. I'm so sorry, Reese. I cannot help with this. Cakebird is muted. I was gonna ask how Cakebird's weekend is, but
Good.
oh, good. So are we talking about money?
I am listening.
I know, but you keep you, I deserve a hug? Yes, but I can't give you one. I can't give you one. I'm so sorry. Um, guys, I have a new tea. Um, it's a tea that has the name of the city that I live in, Sunrise. Um, and I haven't tried it yet. It's okay. It kind of just tastes like slightly flavored water. Yeah, it's like okay. It has like orange peel, lemongrass, apple, cardamom, cinnamon, and it's rooibos tea. So like because I was like, oh, I need a herbal tea because like I have like a sinus headache. So I was like, oh, I'll try this. It's I feel like I should have put honey in it or something. My friend has put it. I'm a touch who needs that issue. I mean, that's obviously better. Like, that's easier said than done. But like, I mean, like, if that's something you want to work on, like, you know. Okay, like, same. Ren, like, actually though, like, I have a magnitude of like black teas, like a lot of black teas, right? So I have like three different Earl Greys. I have a few like black chocolate teas, and like I have a lot of like black teas, right? But the problem is that I don't want to drink a caffeinated drink because I have a headache. Um, I wanted something to help my headache, and I don't know. It probably will. It just doesn't like. It just tastes like nothing. It's the way she said it. Fun fact. You want to know why housing is stupid bad? Housing is basically Canada's biggest export. This is, yeah. Well, yeah. It's just I drink so many teas a day. I don't. I've been drinking more because it's cold outside, but in general, I have like maybe 1 cup a day. But lately it's been 2 because I've been drinking one in the morning before I go to work. What the F, Reese? What the F? What the F? Oh my god. Well, one, her name is Ava, but like the idea of being a bra bastard is crazy. I should be English, like UK English, or like just speak English. Oh, I should be a British. Okay, so you do mean UK English. Reese, I'm just so glad that sometimes you actually can see the error of your ways. This is wonderful. I drink only 2 cups a day. I always make 2 cups at once and a maximum of more than two. Oh god. Ava, I think Reese is talking about like the conversation that we had in the Discord. Oh, Reese, I just said that like it's funny to see you like seeing the error of your ways. I just thought it was funny. Yeah, I had Earl Grey tea this morning. Guys, I went to my favorite cafe this morning. Like I don't want to speak for Ava, but I think you're good. I don't think Ava's gonna hold a grudge on you for this. Like I wouldn't worry too much.
It is knitting time.
Knitting time. Do I understand Reese? Come on now. You already literally said, like, all good, I'm just really confused. Like, you're good. You're good. What you knitting, Cakebird?
5 up scarf.
Oh, excellent. Excellent. I've just realized why you keep muting. I understand. It was like, fine then. Guys, I just remembered why I don't like rooibos tea. It just doesn't taste great. I'm so glad that I only spent like $1 on that tea, because oh my god. Yeah, sometimes I'm like, hey guys, I should buy some like herbal tea because I have a lot of black teas and it would be nice to have some herbal tea sometimes so I can drink it at night. And then I get herbal teas and I'm like,
so right. I do have this excellent rose tea just in my backpack.
I love that for
I
you.
could drink.
Well, cause like, okay, like I just have such a bad time with trying to get herbal teas. So like I'll get herbal teas. And and then I will drink them and I'm like, okay, I remember why I don't have any herbal teas. They just don't taste good. I love a good old Irish breakfast. Aw. Oh my god. And this is why I only have black teas. Like the only herbal teas that I like are the ones that like just taste like straight ginger. Like I have just shredded ginger into hot water. And that is the only time. Bonk. Do you like mint tea as well? I don't like mint tea, which is like one of the problems, right? Like I wish I liked mint tea because that would be great, right? Like, you know, you're having a headache or you have a sore throat or whatever and you're just like mint tea. And I don't like chamomile as well.
I despise mint tea.
Like mint tea to me is okay. And I don't like green teas. I know, it's like it's awful, guys. Like it's actually bad. Like
Green
the only
teas
time
are so based.
Kickbird and I have the opposite taste in teas. um like I don't like chamomile. I will drink it though if I'm sick. Like if I have a sore throat.
Chamomile is so good.
I remember I brought over my cream of Earl Grey tea over to Cakebird's house so they could try it. And Cakebird was like, this tastes like it has sugar in it. I don't like this. And it's just...
It did. It just.
It does it though.
Artificial sugar.
It doesn't have. It's literally just Earl Grey with lavender in it.
Why does it taste like that then?
I don't know.
It's awful.
I don't know. It's literally just Earl Grey with lavender. Oh, it might have. It did have. I think it does have a vanilla in it, actually, though. But like the plant. But yeah, so it definitely did not have like any. I don't know, sugar in it. I don't know, but like except for vanilla. Leading on cake side. No, that's fine. I don't know. Like, okay, so like with green tea, like green tea, I don't mind if it's served to me. So like if I'm like at a place where they serve green tea, so like usually
Have you had
yeah?
millet tea?
Millet tea? No.
Yeah. That shit slaps different.
What is millet?
You know millet, like the thing like you give to birds as a snack, like the little
Maybe?
millets.
Oh.
It's that. But you can also eat it or have it as soup, and it's very good.
Oh, ooh. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so green tea if it's served
like
to me.
buckwheat.
Chamomile tea if it has honey in it and I'm sick. Mint tea I will make and not drink, but I will smell it if I'm sick. Rooibos tea I despise. Any like type of flower tea or fruit tea just tastes like flavored water to me.
What?
I know. I don't like lemon tea.
What?
I know this is awful. The only herbal tea I can think that I actually like is ginger tea. Yeah. Okay, today I won't be. I'm reading everyone's messages. Do you know that Anthony is very much a black tea guy? That makes sense. That makes so much sense.
Oh, reset sounds awesome. Okay, but like a good herbal blend is like pear and apples, oranges,
This one,
and
go
some
peach tea. That one. Oh.
just like a mix of like a mixed fruit tea is very good. Always.
Yeah, I don't know. They just like this one right here that I'm having right now is like it has like apples, lemon, orange, whatever, and it just tastes like slightly flavored water.
But like fresh, like fruit that's like literally boiled.
Oh, okay, yeah, but like I feel like it's gonna taste like it doesn't taste bad. Like I'm gonna drink it, but like I don't like tea with honey. I literally have 31 hives behind my house, and I drink tea with honey only. But oh, okay. I'm gonna send some lovely tea to the PO box. Don't, because I won't drink it, and not because uh like it's I don't know if it's tea I'm gonna like or not, but because like anything that's like stuff that I will eat, like I won't eat from the PO box. Uh as a a safety thing. Yeah. But thank you for the offer. Like I think it would be maybe different if like I had like I don't know like an Amazon wish list or something like that, and then like tea was on there and then it got sent to my PO box. Like that'd be like a little bit different. Like I'd probably eat food like that, but not any other way. So my hot take is that sweet iced tea is better than hot tea. What the? I mean, it is sometimes, to be fair. Can I see the craft? Yes, sorry. This is the cardigan. This is the back of the cardigan. So this is like the bottom part, and I'm doing the red part right now. So this is like I'm doing the cardigan that my Minecraft character wears. I'm trying to think of like I don't mind decaf tea. Crack cookies. Um, decaf tea is okay, but it has to be decaf, like it's decaffeinated rather than they replace the black tea with rooibos. I don't like rooibos. Ooh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Forgive me if I pronounce this name wrong. Uh, Deja Blue. Thank you so much for the follow. How you doing? Did you even drink cereal coffee? What the F does that mean?
Wait, wait,
What?
wait. You can wait. Wait, you
What?
can do that.
What?
Oh, okay. So you like make an ice cup, like an ice latte or something, and you have cereal with it.
Okay.
Like, put the cereal in the coffee. Wait,
Okay.
wait, wait.
Now, I don't. Okay, I have a new account. I
I
can
know
follow
that's
you.
not what you mean,
Yo,
but that's
Aldora,
how.
hello.
But you know,
You said it slightly correct. Just think of deja vu. Oh, so deja. Okay, okay, deja blue. Okay, I understand. I understand. Thank you so much for the follow. Yee. Okay, excellent. Welcome in. We're talking about teas. We've been talking about the fact
okay,
that
okay, scrap. But like an
okay.
avocado, but with
Okay.
cereal. Oh,
Are we talking about putting cereal in coffee right now?
yes. I am at least. But what Red is talking about is
Cereal
something
coffee
different,
is a
which is also
coffee
quite good.
without coffee. So decaf coffee. What are we talking about? I mostly drink water because I'm basic. No, it's good for you to just drink water, honestly. No? We're talking about like eating like coffee beans or something? Like what are you talking about? I'm painting
No,
for
no, no, no.
Farina?
It's
Ooh.
basically oh well,
Yeah?
yeah. Ren's explaining.
cereal coffee is made from cereal. So it's just... Cereal is made with, like, a bunch of different things, though. So is it just, like, wheat? Wheat water? As opposed to bean juice? Like, kinda? Oh my god. Deja Blue, what are you painting? What are you painting? It tastes close to coffee, though? Oh, okay. Okay. See, I don't like coffee either. That's the other thing. I wish I did like coffee, because there is a lot more coffee drinks than there are tea drinks. You know what I mean? Like, I can get London Fog. Whereas, like, especially around this time, where you could get, like, a bunch of, like, pumpkin spice whatevers, and I want those. But I can't have them. So it's a somewhat taste. Ah. Okay.
I mean, there's the pumpkin chives.
It's such bad news for you.
Oh?
I don't really like chai.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Yeah. Like, I don't like chai in a, like, a latte. Chai tea is fine. But like,
I'm the complete opposite.
like I don't know, I think specifically the ones at Starbucks, maybe, because I feel like if I were to have it at a different store where they use, like, a tea bag, it probably would taste better. But, like, at Starbucks, it's, like, a liquid that they pump, right? And as someone who used to work there, like, I don't like it. But I feel like maybe if it was, like, a chai tea bag in a... Maybe that would taste fine. My nose looks like your hair right now. Now... Cereal coffee is less bitter, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. No, that makes sense.
It's good.
It's an
It's good.
over the garden wall themed. Oh! Oh my god, yo! Oh my god, that sounds... Oh my god, I love over the garden wall. Oh my god. Starbucks coffee is so bad. I mean, like, it can be. I would say that, like, most coffee shop coffee is actually quite bad. Starbucks coffee has some weird flavor to it I just despise. No, that's fair. I would also say that, like, a lot of people who work at Starbucks, like, again, like, as someone who did work there for 4 years, because we're taught basically to go fast rather than actually make good coffee, and I don't mean by, like, the training manuals or anything like that, by, like, just working there, you are taught to work fast rather than actually making good coffee. I can guarantee you that half of the time that you order something like an Americano there, the shots are, like, not great. Like, you have dead shots in that. Which is, like, not gonna, like, hurt you in any way. It's not, like, expired shots. It's, like, basically what a dead shot means is that, like, when you pour a shot, yeah, it just sits for a bit, and then, like, it has, like, it becomes bitter, basically. Same thing with the coffee and everything like that. Like, it's not, like, bad for you, like, it's not gonna make you sick or anything, but, like, it doesn't taste great.
Yeah. It's just worse.
It's just worse. But like when you work at basically the fast food equivalent of a coffee shop, that's kind of what you're like, that's it. Like, if you want fast coffee, that's where you go. If you want good coffee, you're gonna wait like 10 minutes. So, like, it's really...
If you want good coffee, then you wait until we establish our maid cafe.
real. You're working at Starbucks too, but it's just a flavor of the coffee beans they use. Ren, I don't even drink coffee. Starbucks gives some pretty good benefits, you know? Like, if you can handle the fact, like, if you can handle handling people before they've had their coffee, when their whole personality is that they are a bad person before they have their coffee, you'll be fine at Starbucks. Ash, hello! Welcome in.
Cold coffee when? Give it like 10 years.
Give it about 10 to 15 years, give or take. I thought my dog was being nice and was not stealing my food today. She just stole my bread. No! I love the description of Starbucks clients. As someone who worked the morning and the night shift. I worked the morning shift for 2 years and then the night shift for 2 years. Man, what a totally different experience that is. Ooh. Ooh. Because you either get like people whose whole personality is wearing shirts that literally say "Don't talk to me before I've had my coffee," and you have to talk to them before they've had their coffee, and it's also 5 a.m. Uh, or the night shift where you get people whose whole like thing is that they are done from work and they are done being nice because their work is done. They're off. They're off work and they want a frappuccino right the F now. Oh my god, QSMP update. Let's go. Hello, Nim. I can't believe there's an ad right now keeping me away from the QSMP update. This is awful. Terrible, really.
Hello, Nim.
Also, this, like, okay, I don't know why Twitch decided this, but Twitch has decided to change my 1 minute ad break to a 2 minute ad break. I didn't do that. So, okay, yes. Oh my god, Nim, oh my god, update, 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 update. I've been keeping pretty updated, so I'm kind of curious as to what you're gonna update me on. And 12 out the code again. Oh, you know what? I think I saw vaguely something about that. Ooh, ooh. Yes, yes. I saw something like, that he was, like, calming down by, like, watching, like, knitting videos or something like that. And I thought that was funny. He won? Let's go! Again? 12 keeps winning, man. And now he's working with the code against the feds. Oh! Oh! Oh my god, no way. The code against the Federation? How the turntables. Everyone's gonna come back from Brazil and be like, alright guys, what's happening on the island? And Utwal is gonna be like, I have us an ally, guys. And he's gonna like... or better, like that meme where it's just like everyone comes back from Brazil and Itwal with the code holding, I don't know, and just like, what do you got there? A smoothie? Bro, I need to open a window because my paint smells so bad. But the window that can open is broken. What? Yeah, I know. Hi again, my Wi-Fi was being stupid. Welcome, welcome, Ash. Hello, how are you doing? Justice for the eggs, let's go! Why have your last few streams been talking about how jobs and companies can suck? Because people keep asking about it. People were worried because Codebreaker Duo / Phil's trauma with the code killing Tallulah. Excellent. Do you have a Discord server? I do. If you do !Discord.
Do we have a
oh,
Discord server? Did you know that you can
no.
join the call to your Discord for 10 free calls to your coins by doing !
Uh-huh. It's like activating a sleeper agent. Got it, you're good. Anyways, yeah, I have a Discord. That's the link to it. Didn't work. I don't think I have a cough command, dude. By doing cough, it didn't- Oh, okay, I understand. I understand the joke. I'm getting it now. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. I understand. I just realized Cop Out is the song that's been playing while we talk about Etoile. This is... Like, hell no. For those who wait. Wait to embrace your fate. It's okay, just said that's why it won't work. Oh. I forgot I have a project I'm working on. Ooh, what's a project? Every so often I'm like, against, yes, what? Hold on. Well, Tyr, every so often, I'm like, angst, yes, give me. I can handle it. And then the autism is like, but no. Okay, I understand. I suffer. Lol, I don't know. There's a ping in my D&D Discord. Ooh. That should be the new way of getting the Discord link. Exclamation mark cough. Okay. Be kind of funny. Either A D&D date. B, a friend bullying me. C, someone replied to one of my messages. Ooh, let's take a look. It's a gotcha character project, and it's taken me 13 hours. Oh my god. You're doing so great. No worries, King.
Catgirl Pecker, if you're going to join Altier stream, be here for Altier or don't join.
L. I got forced to do the store and I didn't wait, hold on. I got forced to go to the store and I didn't feel like, oh, well. I'm the same kid that goes to a nearby school. It was not an option. I hate that for you, Emery. I'm really confused as to what's going on right now. All I got from this is that a drawing happened. So I need to go back to my sketch from yesterday at some point. Oh, fair enough. But Tubbo did a shorter stream, which was so wild, but he's hanging out with, Bill, so win-win. Yo! Oh no, actually though, that is a win. Honestly, wins all around. Tubbo should do a shorter stream. That man has been like, that man was like, no one's on the server? Alright, it's time to stream for 14 hours. Like, here, I'm sitting up straight. And also, like, that's awesome, because that means that Bilzo is, like, back, because he effed off to, like, the Netherlands for, like, months. Ooh, Ash. Almost done the drawing. Ooh. I've spent at least almost 800 hours on it. That's a lot, dude. Yeah, man's been grinding and it's like, sir, take a break. Well, like, I mean, for a bit he was doing, like, a subathon. And so it was like, you might as well be on here if you're gonna be live. But then, like, he stopped the subathon, and then he was just like, what if I'm still on here? Everyone is gone. If everyone's gone, no one can stop me from digging this giant hole in the ground. Surely. Lurk time, tea time? Yo. Is a pre-gifted kid burnout, but that's it, takes the state. Yes. I'm about to start the sketch on my painting. I hope I don't mess up. You will do great. I have to go to school tomorrow. I'm going to cry. You're going to be fine, Milo. You're going to be fine. I swear. You're going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Guys, hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. Hello? I had a muscle that was sore, but it's like weird to like massage it on stream. I don't know. This is turning out actually good. I'm trying to put it in use they them. Yo, same man. Let's go. I also use it's. I think working in the cold is making like some muscles like be like some good pronouns. Yo! Base neo pronoun. Let's go. This is not better than the last time I drank it. This is why I'm glad that, like... Geber fluid. Feel. Real. I thought you were trying to say, like, goober fluid, and I was just like, that's kind of funny. And now now I understand. Oh boy. I'm dyslexic help? Real, me too, man. This is, I mean, yeah, that's ideal that we don't do that, yeah. Wow, the like connection of dots that just happened in my brain was unreal. Was just like, oh yeah, dyslexia, and then writing, and then I was like, oh, I should write today. People think I have ADHD? Same. I'm starting to get to the point though where I don't think I do. That I just have dyslexia, and then there's just things that dyslexia has that's almost the same as ADHD, you know?
Yeah, that me, but on the other side, where I don't think I have dyslexia, it's just ADHD, which is like really similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just be like that. I'm a bad person who corrects my BFs or when he mixes them up. I think that's objectively funny, but you know. I've been told ADHD and autism? Maybe. I have to interview someone in my class and I got paired with the only person who hates me. We are doing this all week. Guys, here's something fun, guys. Sometimes, and unfortunately, in this life, you're gonna have to interact with people who don't like you and people you don't like, and you have to just be mature about it. Um, it really depends on like why you guys hate each other. Like if it's something like we have no interests that are the same, or like they give off bad vibes, like unfortunately you're just gonna have to like figure it out. If you don't like this person because they're like homophobic or something, then that's like different, obviously. But like I can't really help you, man. It's just something you just have to deal with. I don't know. Feel like I've seen you in Tubbo's chat a few times. Oh, Tallulah cosplay. I thought you were talking to me, and I was like, I've never talked in Tubbo's chat ever. I want to learn how to crochet so bad, but my attention span will not approve. No. If you ever do want to learn how to crochet, I've heard that learning to crochet a plushie is like the way to go because there's like, it's like a lot of different stitches and like it's a lot of different like things to kind of keep your attention because you have to like learn for each step. So I've heard that's the way to go. All my class are pick me's. Oh, I don't know, man. High school would just be like that. Everyone's just trying to fit in with each other. I like how the homophobes act gayer than the gays. Have good food, Nim. I gotta learn one and learn knitting one day. Do it. I would say like knitting and crocheting are very easy crafts to learn. Not necessarily because like the skill itself is easy, which I like I I don't know. Like I think it's like pretty easy, but like I've also been knitting for a really long time, but more that there's like a lot of resources available for it. Like you can literally go to the dollar store and get needles and yarn. Which makes it like really accessible. And then you can just go on YouTube and find like a bajillion different YouTube tutorials on how to do literally anything. And there's so many free patterns. Like it's like an extremely accessible craft. Punching Tommy's gang beast vid. Oh, is it funny? I have a lot of yarn. I can make yarn dolls, and I do. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, that's what I would say that like if you want to learn how to crochet, you make a plushie. Most I made was a one color scarf. It's all good. Like, that is generally where most people start, is making a scarf. Personally, I would say that, like, a really good motivator for knitting is to make something that you're actually going to use or wear. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is, Ash. You guys all know what this word means, and I really don't. Guys, is this it? Is this where I get old? Is this where I don't know, like... Is this where I stop learning what slang means? Don't look it up. Guys, I've been on the internet for my entire life. I've seen worse things than you. Trust me.
I have no clue what this is.
I'm looking at the Urban Dictionary definition, and it's so funny. The Urban Dictionary, like, definition is written like poetry.
It really is.
Which is why I'm laughing at it. Like,
the feeling radiating.
no, sorry, you can't read it out loud. Charlie's giving a dramatic reading of the Urban Dictionary reading, the one that we're, like, looking at right now, because, oh my god, I need to see that. Yo, Aaron Glows, hello, thank you so much for the follow. We're not... I'm reading everyone's messages, don't worry. I see Discord sidebar, I see knitting. Yes! Yes! I will show you my knitting in just a second. Guys, for everyone who's, like, worried about my sanity of the internet, I've been on the internet for, a really long time, guys. I've seen way worse things than you. I guarantee it. Nothing on the internet can faze me anymore.
Oh, then I'm not searching that up. What the fuck?
You're gonna get some really weird fanfiction with that one, I'm gonna be real.
No.
Bro, you were on 4chan? I wasn't on 4chan, my friends were on 4chan. So I just... Anyways, this is what I'm making. It's a cardigan. This is the bottom bit, and then this is what the color of the cardigan is gonna be. It's like a red color. It's for my... Oh, crochet! What are you making on the... What are you doing, crochet? It's for my Minecraft character. That's, like, right there. 4chan by association, yeah. Honestly, probably worse, honestly. Like, 4chan before Reddit was... Like... Guys, the internet before Reddit... Because, like, imagine Reddit, but with no moderation. That was, like, the whole internet. So, trust me when I say that, like, that, nothing. Amazing? Yeah. Oh, and then also in this scenario, I'm, like, 8 years old. Like, I actually didn't even get it as bad as most people because, like, I wasn't allowed electronics during the week, so we were only allowed electronics during the weekend. So, like, And my brain was like, I much prefer sitting down in front of the TV watching TV shows than playing on the computer. So like, so during that very limited time where I was allowed to be on electronics during the week, it was mostly watching TV. So yeah. So like most people got it worse, but you know, as a mid-20s, yikes. Yeah, but Reddit is like heavily moderated now, and unless you go on subreddits that are specifically like bad on purpose, you're like pretty good. Like I like the internet in general was a bunch of forums, right? There wasn't like places to go. So like there wasn't like the only social media was like Facebook. Um and people had Facebook to like only connect with their friends. Like, you know what I mean? Like you weren't like no one was Facebook famous, right? You know what I mean? Like you didn't just try to amass amount of friends on Facebook, really. Oh yeah, and MySpace, obviously. But same thing with MySpace. I don't think anyone was really MySpace famous. Not like it is now. But like so the most of the internet was just forums. But like no moderation. I was given internet access. My parents didn't check or look at my phone, so I got to see anything. See, this is where we differ, right? My first two phones did not have internet access. So like, does this are we understanding? My first group written roleplay was in a Facebook group. That is awesome. That's amazing. Um, I know that the first time I went to my first convention, it had a Facebook group, and there was pictures of me on there. I was like 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So I didn't get my first phone until I was 13. So my first phone, which was it wasn't a flip phone, but it was like the one that you like click up and it had a full keyboard. That was my first phone. No, actually, no. Sorry, my first phone was the one that you clicked up and it had like the keys. And then I got a different phone that flipped up and it had a full keyboard. And neither of those had internet. And the first one I got when I was 13. That made me post places and rooms, etc., and we'd write and reply to comments. That's actually really cool. But same, yeah. My first one was a Nokia flip phone. Wow, okay. Ren and I had, yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. I got my first phone when I was 8, no number though. Yeah, like, the thing is that, like, nowadays, like, I understand why kids have phones, but they really don't need to have the stuff that they have. Guys, if there's one thing that I'm with the boomers with, it's, like, phones are bad. like, 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 the majority of what phones do is, like, not great. And I think that, like, before you're, like, 13, 14, your phone should be able to, like, you should be able to call your parents at 911. Maybe like a few other like trusted adults on the phone. I'm not opposed to them also having like 2 or 3 mobile games, but like none of the ones that have like microtransactions like enabled, like just and that's it. Like no internet access. Um Apps to track your kids shouldn't exist. Now see, like I don't agree because I think people use it wrongly, but I think being able to know where your kid is at all times is not bad if you're not using it as a way to control their life. So, like, if I have a teenager and I want to make sure that they're not dead in a ditch somewhere, I think it's pretty useful for them to have, like, a tracking thing on your phone. It's bad when you start using it and you, like, call up and he's like, hey, like, why are you at that place that I told you, like, not to go to? I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense, but I understand why apps to track your kids exist. I got my first phone at 7. It was my mom's used old phone, but I got it only because it doesn't work camped and 7 hours away from my house. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, yeah. Spent over 300 hours on a game I got on my phone a few years ago. My mom deleted it. No! Okay. Should be like, find my phone and that's it. Yeah, so like, I mean, like, I can understand, like, okay, so like, I come from the perspective of a household where like I didn't have extremely strict parents. Like, I did not have parents that were in my business all the time. Um, so like, but, you know, they would get worried, obviously, and I would forget to text them when I'm places, and then they would call me to ask me where I am. Um, but if they would have this app that tells them where I am, they would probably be less worried about me, but they would probably use it what I would think would be used properly, which is like, hey, I went out with my friends, and I'm supposed to text my mom if we're going to be out later than 11, and I didn't, then she's able to, like, look and be like, okay, is my kid dead? Like, you know what I mean? Like, me and my friends have, like, Life 360, so to make sure we're actually at someone's house and they're safe. Yeah. My first phone in social media was at 11. Good God. Good God. See, I got a phone when I was 13, and I wasn't allowed to have Facebook until I was 14 or 15. And then I only had Facebook for a while. And then I think I got Instagram when I was 20. And then I didn't get TikTok until I was 23. Yeah, that sounds right. My parents were a bit of control freaks, but for wrong reasons only. Yeah, see, like, obviously, like, there's a way to abuse this, where, like, you just know where your kid is at all times, and they have no privacy, obviously. But I think that the existence of a phone, like a kid's tracking app, is not inherently bad. I just think it's used badly. You know, like most tools. Most tools, like, can be used badly. But like, yeah, not to sound like a boomer or anything, guys, but I think kids should play outside more. Like, like, just a controversial opinion here. Oh boy. They're the kind of parent that insults their kids'
I'm
interest
so
in get.
sorry that you have to preface that with a controversial opinion. Yes.
It's, I mean, like, it's like, it makes me sound like an effing boomer. It's just like, yeah, I think a kid should touch grass. Um, dang man. I get surprised the kid doesn't want to talk to them. Oh, fair enough, friend. Okay, yeah, I understand that. What's up right now? Based. See, like, I gotta go. Oh, bye. Bye, Deja Blue. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Um, see, the thing is that I do like the idea of like a camera on your phone for, like, little kids. Because I think that that's kind of cool to be able to, like, be able to take pictures of yourself and, like, the things around you when you're really young, and then be able to look back on that. Like, as long as, like, there's no, like, way to post them on anything. So you have this phone that can take pictures, but you don't have internet access. So you just, like, have these photos. Because, like, I had a camera from the time that I was in, like, 6th grade. And, like, I'm, like, that's a pretty, like, rare thing, right? So, like, I'm 26. And I have photos from when I was 12 and 11. Like, good photos from when I was 12 and 11. And, like, most of my peers don't. Like, they have, like, professional photos and photos of when they were on trips and nothing else. Like, I have, like, videos of me and my friends, like, at school. Um, you know, which is, like, I know that doesn't sound, like, revolutionary, but, like, because it's probably all the time now, but when I was in school, like, no one my age has that, really. And I think that that's a really cool thing to have. So, like, I think kids having phones that can take pictures and videos, but no internet access, so they can't post it anywhere, is fine. I got the glow-in-the-dark earrings. My mom didn't like them. Ooh. Never played any sports when I was younger, but I go outside to draw and hike a lot. Yeah, I'm not saying that, like, you have to play sports necessarily. What I'm trying to say is that, like, I think that my parents being like, no electronics during the week was good. At the time, I hated it, obviously. But I'm glad that they did it because, you know, my siblings would play games and we would read and draw and go outside and play and everything like that. But I feel like the other part of that is that if you're telling your kids they can't have electronics during the week, you're gonna have to let them climb a tree. That's the turn off. Like, you can't be like, yeah, you can't play on electronics, but you're not allowed to like do dangerous things outside. Like, you get one or the other. Either they watch Coco Melon on their iPad or they climb a tree. There's you know? Yeah, having a timer
Climbing
for memories.
trees was the highlight of my life.
Weren't we like there for like the first time you climbed a tree?
No.
No?
That was
Okay,
definitely not the
okay.
first.
Okay. Having a camera for memory not to yeah. I want to get a Polaroid so I can get pictures of memories for road trips or fun days with friends. Yeah. I mean, the other thing you could do is if you're worried about like using up a bunch of film on like bad pictures, is you can get a Polaroid printer for your phone. So like you can take a bunch of pictures with your phone and then you can like attach it to your phone and then it will print Polaroids of whatever picture that you want. Yeah. Me and my dad, now my mom too, outside. My mom is about to talk to my dad, and my dad is building a chair, playing basketball, don't ask. Okay. I mean, that sounds fun. I have weak nerd arms, so I can't climb trees. It was more an example of, like, sometimes, like, parents will be like, okay, like, I don't want my kids to only know electronics, but then when they go outside to, like, play on the playground, they'll be like, don't do that, that's dangerous. Don't do that, it's dangerous. But it's like things that like kids should know how to like kids should learn how to fall. Like a kid should know how to fall properly. Um and it's better to learn when you're young. Like, I don't know, man. Or just like running around in general. Like, I don't know. Climbing trees and the thing outside that you can beat carpets on. How the F is that thing called in English? The clothesline? One time I could type. Yeah, kids bounce a lot easier than adults, it's true. Like, obviously, like, having, like... It's from metal. Oh. The thing that you can beat carpets on. Like a fence? A fence. Like the thing that goes around a house. Or anything, really. No, wait, I sent a screen of what I made on Discord? Okay. Man, I loved climbing trees when I was young. There's like
It
a
was real
tree.
fun when I could actually lift my own body weight.
No, that's fair. That, I mean, like, that's something that you get back, though. Like, and in general, most adults cannot lift their own body weight. Sent it? Okay. Where'd you send it? Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about. How do I don't know what this is called in English either. They're just, like, poles. They're, like those, Here, I'm just gonna show you guys what it is. Hello! So, like, these things. Like, we used to play soccer with these, right? So, like, this would be a soccer goalpost, but I don't actually know what they're called. But yeah, like I know exactly what you're talking about here, where like you just have the like, yeah, yeah, I understand. Goalpost? Yeah, like I guess it's just a goalpost. But yeah, I know exactly. I wouldn't even like know where to begin with how to pronounce that. I'm very dyslexic. Just trying my best. Means to beat slash smack. That's kind of funny. Yeah, I think they're right. Goalpost sounds right. My stream was canceled due to my wait canceled was canceled due to Carnival next door shaking my house. Oh my god. Back here is a forest. I used to go all the way down the hill, down to the dried up creek at the bottom. I take cereal and a water bottle and an old backpack. I was thinking of doing that again, but now there's a bunch of no trespassing signs. I like hiking, but I can't go anywhere I can hike. I never wanted to climb the trees though. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I mean like I used to have um like a friend whose house backed up into a forest and we would do like a very similar thing. Um I also used to live on a farm. And the farm, um, our backyard wasn't too big. But then there was like the landlord's house was like behind our house. And sometimes we would go past the landlord's house and there was like a forest back there. But we usually didn't do that. Uh, Usually we just play in the backyard. So like this in theirs, next door to my house. They're supposed to send notice when they did not. Oh. Well, that sucks. It must be kind of annoying also with the uh just like the shaking in general. Just noticed if I like put my head right here, it looks like my head is Cakebird's goober. Cakebird, I am your goober
What the
now.
F? What the 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 F?
Why is the goober not moving?
Why
Oh,
is the goober not? Oh,
oh. It's
oh,
very delayed.
that's so cool.
Lol? Okay. I don't want to hear that I'm in concert. No! My whole childhood I had no friends. Same, man. Well, like, I had, like, the friend was, like, the person I'm talking about is, uh, like, I would still consider, like, him a friend, but it was more like, he didn't go to the same school as me or anything like that. Like, our moms were friends, and so we were friends, right? Yeah, in elementary school, I, like, had, like, no friends. My grandparents recently moved to a house on a mountain. The property is almost the whole mountain. I'm visiting soon. I'll mostly explore. Oh, yo, oh my god, that sounds like a dream. Oh, I love that. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. Friend by association? Yeah, like I mean, like we wouldn't have become friends, like normally, because like you know we didn't go to the same school or anything like that, but like honestly we get along really really well. Like we visited each other like a couple months back and we like we had not talked since before middle school and we're around the same age, and then like we were talking and we like basically had like the exact same like life essentially. Like I'm Jewish and I get it, but you still need to respect the effing neighborhood. Like it's legit over the allowed noise levels. Ugh. I mean like yeah, that's kind of sucks. I want to make a fort in the forest? Do it. I live in a small village that my family has been living for years, and there's so much family stories and drama from here. I could imagine. Oh my god. Oh boy. Like where I live, like we've been living here for a long time, but it's like only my family. My extended family lives like on the mainland. But Italians, you know? My primary school has been built by my great grandfather. Oh wow. Okay, like really close. My walls are shaking. Oh my god. Is there anyone you can like complain to? Like, especially if it's like close to like bedtime or something. Like, I don't know if it is. Like, if it like I mean, like if it's afternoon, then like I mean, there's not much you can do. But like if it's like, hey, I'm going to sleep soon. I'm gonna make a secret hideout somewhere down the mountain. Do it. No, but on the other note, my best friend from childhood is the kid of my mom's best friend. I mean that like see that makes sense, right? Like that you would like hang out together when you were kids and then hopefully when you grow up you're still friends. I have to like message him. Like I got his like Discord so that I could like talk to him and we could hang out together because we don't live very far apart. So that we can like talk and hang out with like without it being like, oh, like our whole family has to like organize this. Uh oh my god, it's Jess. Hello Jess. How are you doing? Uh yeah, but I haven't. And neither has he, and it's because both of us are bad at making plans. Me and my friend have no classes. Oh, doing fine. Good. That is good. Good, 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 good. I am knitting, you know? Just chilling, waiting for dinner to be done. Us complain, that would be... I'm sorry. At least it would be an answer if when we complain. No, I know, I understand. It's okay. No, that's very okay. I think that's very funny. I wrote a poem last night. Ooh, what's a poem about? My only friend moved away. No, Talima, that sucks. I just felt the need to send the video from Ben when I was. That's really funny. I sent you the poem in Discord since you can't format Twitch text. Oh, fair enough. Let me look at it. I won't read it out loud, but I want to see. I want to see. Ooh. Oh, I like it. Sounds like it would be something that's like it's a poem about death, guys. Uh like something that would be like at like the end of like the culmination of a story. It's like really good. I like it. Am I for it to be funny? No worries. Okay, good, good, good. I love how everyone in chat just talk about different things and you have to shift your attention between everyone. Honestly, it's good for me because like it keeps me awake. I make paying attention. When the forest of my friend who's my neighbor's grandson. Oh, hello, welcome back, Milo. What's your favorite song? It's a really good question. I used to tell people it was I think it's like help. Hold on. It's like awkward moment when you just like forget the name of the song. Ooh. Neo Mike Voltra. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. Hello. Thank you so much for the follow. Save Yourself, I'll Hold Them Back by My Chemical Romance. Because it is a really good song and I really, really like it. Um, but like, I, but I also really like a bunch of Will Wood songs. Um, like Thermodynamic Lawyer is one of my favorites. Against the Kitchen Floor is another. Uh, yeah. Say those songs are pretty high up there. Battle Cries by The Amazing Devil. Yeah. Okay, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I want to put that on was 1 a.m. You want to see the work in progress Gotcha project? Yes. Back to Anthony? Nice. The woods used to be an old car. We found signs in an old bride cart. If I could go back one more time, I definitely would. Yo, oh, that's cool. JB, thank you so much for the lurk. Hello, Neo. Or Neo. What did I say before? No, I didn't say that before. Psycho's a solid one right now. Psycho's really good. I'm totally not trying to cover some people's favorite songs into an album because I am what to do mean. I mean, Save Yourself, I'll Hold Them Back would be a really, really good one. If that one is, like, too hard to cover depending on, like, your vocal range, I would say Against the Kitchen Floor would be the one. How's your day been? It's been pretty good. Alright, when are you free to talk? I'd like to talk to you about the event that I am planning off stream, obviously. Ooh, that's a really good question. Do you want to, like, talk, or do you want to, like, type in Discord? Because if you type in Discord, I can answer you, like, right now. But if you want to talk, I'm not sure. What you doing today? I am knitting. And then afterwards, I might work on, like, a sword for a cosplay, but honestly, with what my energy is right now, probably not. Got grilled chicken with rice? Oh, dude, that sounds so awesome. Okay, I'll post that on Discord. Excellent. I'm inviting listens. Have you met me? Oh, yeah, fair enough. So I would say probably Against the Kitchen Floor would probably be better. I've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty, but I've been trying to reach you about your compulsion to listen to Oh Darling, What Have I listened to it, Ren! You, when you sent it into Cakebird's chat yesterday, I listened to it. It's good. I like it. The chicken is juicy. Oh! Okay, so your name. Would you pronounce it like... It's not Neo, it's like Noe, right? I like the guy's voice a lot, and the guitar too. He does have a really nice voice. I don't know how to pronounce it either. Okay, cool. Cool, nice. Alright, okay, as long as we're both on the same page here. I post it? Okay. Ooh! Oh, I like the colors. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Oh. Oh. I've been secretly making albums on SoundCloud and just waiting until I accidentally let one of my friends know. Lol. Lol. They're gonna find out. They're gonna find out one day, man. They're gonna know. My own 2 feet. Currently working on a small streamer, superhero, and villain AU project, working on episode 1. Ooh! Oh, that's cool! Oh, like a fan fiction, or like a comic, or... That's really cool. They're taking some songs from newies that come out this year, and album. Oh, a show! Ooh! Ooh! Oh, that's cool! Can you decide what to draw on the book cover on the drawing I sent yesterday? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. You can make it like, more like how, like, old books used to look like when people used to, like, get them custom bound and everything. Made up
The
of small
cover is the
streamers.
eye, and the title is How to Start a Cult.
Real. Made up of small streamers and somewhat well-known streamers. Oh, cool! Any streamers I might know? So when I get to talk about music, I get very happy. You can talk about music as much as you want. That is what the chat is for. I have an idea. Ooh. Yes, Milo. The dealer for this year's event, instead of being for Terror Project, it will be for currently undecided cancer research. Okay, I want to talk to you about the further details off stream as they are personal, but that's the gist. Oh, okay, cool, nice. Okay, yeah, for sure. Whenever you want to message me something, I will message back and everything. Out of the way, Dream SMP. Wait. Out of the way, Dream SMP and other big streamers, smaller ones, get the spotlight. Ooh! Oh, that's cool! Nice! Nice! Mike, are you, You a fan of the QSMP? Because like I like the Dream SMP. Like encyclopedic knowledge of the Dream SMP, unfortunately. But QSMP, hear me out. Year? Actually planning on a comic? Ooh, comic. I can make it lore related and make it about some cryptid that would be referring to him. Oh, okay, nice. A little too passionate? No. Incorrect. Honestly, those smaller communities are so much better. It really depends what you want out of the experience, I guess. The shed is like a safe space. I try my best. That is a possible one, yeah. And some representation in the AU, with, content of the streamers. Oh, cool. That's cool. Nice. Nice. Superheroes I really, really like, actually. Like the concept of, like, who do you choose to be, like, a hero and a villain in a certain story and stuff like that. It's kind of cool. You know, actually, one of my favorite AUs, like, ever, and, like, if I, like, I don't read or write fanfiction, but, like, man, do I wish this story existed, is, like, so, like, My Hero Academia, right? Obviously, Villain Deku is, like, a huge AU, right? But hear me out. Villain Deku, where Bakugo thinks that he's actually dead. Like, he actually, like, you know, took his advice and jumped off the roof of the building. And Bakugo is, like, going through the superhero school thinking that, like, he, like, was the cause of someone dying. And how that would change his personality and his growth. Whereas Deku never gets a quirk at all. He doesn't have a quirk, but he does join the Villains Association, like the Villain League. Ooh, wait. With 3 months of research and visual impairment. Oh, cool. Yeah, and show. Yeah, like, so, like, are we talking, like, TV show? Are you writing, like, a script? Or, like, how is this happening? Or, like, animation? I would love to know. TV show. Oh, that's gonna be... Oh, that's super cool. I really, like... That's gonna be really, really cool. Yeah, so, like, okay, so, like, Bakugo goes to school, and he's, like, has to live with this, like, guilt of, like, thinking that he got, like, someone killed, basically. And, also being, like, kind of slightly traumatized by, like, that, like, other... Or no, I guess he would never have been, like, attacked by that goop monster because Deku would have never stopped the hero. So, like, yeah, anyways. But Deku never gets a quirk. I guarantee the story has been written. Oh, like, usually the villain Deku stories have him having a quirk. Like, he went to school, or, like, he just develops a quirk or whatever. Like, most of them have him with a quirk, whereas I'm saying he doesn't have a quirk at all. Which I think, if they were ever, like, they're not going this way in My Hero Academia, but, like, the point of the story would be that, like, this hero society, like, basically turns out, like, child soldiers, right? Rather than it being, like, a hero. Like, they're literally putting children into school to be heroes, child soldiers. Anyways, so, like, Deku not having a quirk, but because he's really good at taking notes and knowing everything about all the heroes all the time, and him just going around being, like, a fanboy and people just tell him information, he knows everything about everyone. And so he's able to, like, you know, do that. Knowing Stones, hello! Thank you so much for the follow! Do you want an update on how the Heathers is going? Yes. I don't really like, My Hero, but I've seen Villain Deku got a quirk from all, yeah, so, like, I'm talking about, like, this AU's, like, he never gets a quirk. And, like, the whole point of him never getting a quirk is him showing that, like, the society that they've created treats people that don't have quirks really badly. Like, 20% of people don't have a quirk. That's a lot of people. Again, 1,000% this story exists. When I was in the My Hero Academia fandom, I looked. Not in fanfictions, though, because I, again, don't really read fanfiction, but, like, just, like, if people drew, like, this AU and stuff, and comic books and stuff, but, like, it probably does, but, like, it, there's a lot of quirkless, Deku AUs. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Like, it got to the point where I was just like, I kind of want to write this as like a story that is not my hero. Like, it is a world where like this person who is quirkless becomes a villain, and like the whole point of it is like showing that the society that they've created is like bad. You know, Kyo Gia, speaking of the anime, I know it. I know the anime, but I've never watched it. So it ends with one of us crying out to practice, or the director being shocked how that ends on the whole time. Wait, what's happening? Oh. Oh, right, because you're okay, yes. It ends with one of us crying out to the director being shocked how well I hit high notes. So also oh no. Reese, I'm so sorry. Wait, what's canon? Really, but I've seen Villain Deku get a quirk from. Oh no, Villain Deku is not canon at all. Odin. Villain Deku is like just a fandom thing. Um, so like the idea is that instead of him getting a quirk from All Might, he gets a quirk from One for All or All for One. So yeah, no, it's not a spoiler. It's yeah, don't worry. So the D&D has always been demonized, so I did all the research to make the episode perfect. Yeah. I mean, that's like good. And you should definitely talk to people who have DID as well. Like if you want to have like a really good representation, you should really talk to people who have DID as well and be like, hey, like maybe there's some things in here that I don't know about or that it could be improved or anything like that. Already did? Oh, perfect. Yeah, perfect. I'm so tense, it's painful. No. Canada is too much of a savior complex. Yeah, like that's why it was like kind of would be interesting, like in this AU where like he becomes a villain and like he's still like a hero. Like in his head, he's still a hero, right? Like because he's trying to like save people from like the fate that like he had. No, I'll watch Q&As with people who have it. Oh yeah, perfect. You want to have some other things I can help if you want? Yeah. I look like waterfall, just tears over. I can't breathe. It hurts. That's how I look. What? Oh. Dang, man. Like, I know you worked really hard to get this role and everything like that, but it's making you so uncomfortable. Maybe it's, like, not the best. Like, which would really suck, because, I mean, like, you got, like, literally the leading role. Ugh. Guys, how I can know it's like, actually so cold outside is because it's, like, I feel like I'm catching a cold. Trying hard not to be uncomfortable, and I just can't not be. Yeah, that's what I mean. Uh, coming out, or transition arc. Mike is just like me for real. Yeah, like I mean like if you if most of the time the media that you consume has um like queer characters or like disabled characters or whatever having like this whole thing where it's like there's like a whole thing about them being like queer or disabled or whatever like that, and you're finding it tedious and annoying, I highly suggest listening to podcasts. I'm so serious. Because um because like a lot of podcasts are written by people who are queer, and because the bar to like actually make a podcast is extremely low, and there's like little to no money that you actually have to invest in it. Um, like, yeah, I'm streaming. Hold on, let me come over there. Guys, guess who's getting a hot chocolate? My dad came in and I thought he was about to tell me that dinner was ready. Which is but then he showed me his phone and it has like the Starbucks app on it and he was like, "You want anything?" And I'm like, I had a London fog this morning. I don't want another one. And then I was like, "Wait, hold on. My tea doesn't taste very good. What if I just stop drinking the tea and have a hot chocolate instead?" So we're getting a hot chocolate, guys. What was I talking about before? We got very distracted by hot chocolate existing. Uh, Life and hobbies, so that they're just people, since I don't want there to be the main focus. Oh my god, Mike, so base. There's just one word too where there's this guy he mentions how he doesn't really like his body very much. That's awesome, Ren, actually. Hot chocolate. Queer people in podcasts? No way. That's crazy. I feel like no one can hear me right now, actually, so I'm gonna wait to talk about how great podcasts are. Like, for real. Bonk. Guys, I'm so excited for dinner because, like, it is like mushroom soup. Oh my god. Guns. Spell word bound on webtoons. Ooh. Queer people in podcasts? Wild. I know, right? Crazy. Insanity, even. Here's the idea will never having dug how they got this disorder. Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah, like I mean like one of the things that I heard about writing with more representation in mind is that obviously people don't want you to write a story that is like, for instance, let's give an example. Like a story about autism without being autistic, but they want to have stories that have people who have autism in it. And like that's kind of like the difference. So like if you want to write a story that's like about the experiences of someone that like is not an experience that you had like with a disability mostly, then like maybe you should just leave that to someone who does have that disability. But if you want to have a character with that disability in your story, you should have that. Speaking of almost at 4 seasons of TMA, I know, man. Like, I mean, like the person who wrote Magnus Archives, like, spoiler, guys, he's queer. Spoiler. Um, like the majority of people who write podcasts, like fiction podcasts specifically, like fiction podcasts, the majority of them are queer. Like, and they're writing the stories that usually wouldn't be allowed in like TV and stuff because it's too far. Wait, everyone is who's been drawing a lot of streamers always has been real. Would really appreciate it when so it doesn't feel like my whole body is saying F you or if I don't look stupid. Oh, yeah. To hear more about what you research and what you want, show, etc. Yeah. No, I agree. Be right back, fire drill. Why are you in class? Either that or it's like three white dudes. Okay, like I mean like fiction podcasts specifically. Like not talk show podcasts or information podcasts. I'm like talking about like fiction podcasts. Like podcasts usually horror but not always horror are like usually written by queer people. There are exceptions where there are shows that I actually think are really really good but they're not written by queer people. Like Welcome to Night Vale is written by two straight white dudes. Um, but like they wrote a really queer podcast like on purpose. It wasn't like they wrote it and they were just like, well, I guess we could add some queer characters in here. It's like literally the main character who's a guy falls in love with another man episode 1. And it's like and that's like like just found out my friend is dating a 7th grader. She's a 12th. I'm gonna throw up. Yup. That's kind of weird. That's kind of whack. Hate that for you. Just imagine Shrek but magical. I thought you were gonna say musical, and I'm like, that exists. I've watched it. I've watched Shrek the musical. It was really good, actually. Um, yeah. If you're someone who's like really wants to see representation without it feeling forced or like the person's whole personality, like trust me, fiction podcasts. Uh, because that's like the majority of what it is. I would really, really suggest Hello from the Hollowoods. One, because it's like, while it's technically a horror, it's not like a lot. It's more on the side of like Halloween spooky rather than like, oh dear God, this is awful. And all the characters are queer. All of them. They're just all queer. It's amazing. Jay's little sister was 13 and wanted to date a 20-year-old. So like, if a 13-year-old has a crush on a 20-year-old, that's fine. It's when the 20-year-old encourages it, doesn't discourage it, or like uh repays it is when it's bad. Because 13-year-olds have crushes on adults all the time. Like mostly like celebrity crushes, like like that just it's pretty normal. It's when it's like pursued by the 20-year-old that it's like weird. Holy three white dudes queer infected one and D&D. That's so true. That's so true. That really is it. Like when you see a gay character whose whole personality isn't being gay, I feel like that shouldn't be as rare as it is. I need you guys to listen to more podcasts. I live in this wonderful world where like that is the norm. Where like queer people just exist. Like I have many, many suggestions as well. Depending on like your tolerance of like horror. Or just join the marching band. We all are all gay. Most of us don't yell. Yeah, but I mean like if you I mean like I'm talking about like media to consume rather than like clubs to join in. Feel sick? No. Why? Like I can't help you, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Do you have in a Discord server? Don't have to answer that. Feel talkative? Yee. TMA Nightbell and Hollywood all helped me get over the transition from homophobic Bible thumper to just oh creepy we're just people. Yeah, like with like Welcome to Night Vale was um the first time I saw queer people in media ever. That wasn't like a documentary. And I'm being so serious. Welcome to Night Vale came out in 2012 and and I watched it, I think in like, I started listening to it in like 2014. This is like before like I even knew what like my sexuality was, okay? So uh like it never even occurred to me that I wasn't straight. Like didn't even occur to me, right? And so I'm listening to Welcome to Night Vale and like just like how natural it was that this guy was just like talking about this new person that came to town and how handsome he was and like that he was like, wow, this person is like, I would love to go on a date with this person. Like was not shocking, but it was like, wow, this is like I'm enjoying this way more than like if this had been a straight romance in the way that like I was like so sick of straight romances. Um Nowadays I'm kind of like I don't really like romance in media at all unless it's like kind of like warranted. Like most of the time I think it's like very distracting in a way. I don't even really know how to like describe what that means. But like yeah, because like before that like there was like no kid shows or anything like that. Like Steven Universe like came like later, and like Shira and like all those the shows that had like actual like canon like lesbians in them. Um, like I don't know. You know that I dance competitively? I did not. Enjoy this chicken I'm eating. Yo. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Mike. Sick of IRL straight couples in high school when they just like fly on the corridors. Uh, the culture server is the same as here, more or less. Yes. What the f, Reese? What the f? No, uh, like in general, I don't really like romances in stuff, and not because like I hate romance, but it's more that like in my experience of like reading a lot of YA fiction, a lot of the times what would happen is that the story would have like a really cool story, and then it would get completely overshadowed by like the main character who is usually a woman, just like the whole time being like, should I choose this really really nice guy that's always kind to me, or this bad boy who's kind of mean but he's really hot, and then that would be the whole
That
story.
that's why I like Iron Widow, because it's the main character's just like fuck it both, and then destroys government.
See, like, honestly, if the conclusion had been at the end of any of these was F it both, I think I would have been a lot more happy about a lot of romances. The thing was that it just, oh my god, I hated it so much. I hated it. I hated it. Because not all LGBT regions are healthy. Of course not. Of course not. Mike and I have, like, the same wavelength, for real. Like, oh my god, Mike, I talk about this, like, all the time where I'm like, I want to write problematic queer characters. Like, like, that's why I always hope stories I like won't have romances. Yeah, that's exactly it. Um, there's sometimes where it's warranted. Like, I would say that, would say, like, Avatar The Last Airbender. I would say that Katara and Aang falling in love makes perfect sense. You know what I mean? Like, that made sense. And I wasn't mad about that. That makes perfect sense. Of course. They travel the world together. That just oh, that is, you know, that makes perfect sense. I'm problematic and queer use me as an example. No, but I mean like what I mean is like queer people are just like they're just people, right? And like we're not like better than straight people. We're not better than cis people. Like everyone is just people, you know? So like I know people are like usually sometimes afraid to draw like a queer character or like represent a queer character as like problematic in any way because like there's so much like because it feels like punching down, I guess. But they're just people. I wrote an essay and I have no idea that fixed the prompt, like what the
Okay,
prompt was.
okay, hear me out. Hear me out.
Okay,
Hear me out.
okay,
Okay,
okay.
a gender fluid person
Okay.
who uses that to their advantage and just scams people and identity theft.
See, that's like funny, and I feel like a lot of people would like that. But yeah, it's inherently problematic. But I don't think you would if you wrote that, no one would be like people would be like as they should.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
when I say
Yeah.
problematic, I
Yeah.
mean like queer people
Yeah.
look at that character and like, yikes, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yikes,
Yeah.
dude. Like that's what I mean. Like like nothing that you could say like yes, queen to. Like I mean problematic. Like I you know what I mean? Um obviously not like every single character I would write would be queer and also problematic. I mean just like in general like having characters that are just bad people. But actually though, gender fluid character that just like scams people would be like that would be amazing. I would love that. I would love to read that. Probably I was gonna go work on the eyes for the cosplay, but I'm too sick to paint it. No, that's fair. Take a break. Maybe labeled as homophobic. Yeah, I was scared about it too. See, there is a point where you just yeah, that is like a big thing where you like get scared about being labeled as homophobic or transphobic or whatever, and like you get canceled online. Um, but like honestly, the people that are not going to like look at the context of why something happened and why people are calling you that were going to cancel you at some point anyway. You know, like they were going to not like you anyway. Like no one is perfect. How are you inspired by America? Oh, good God. Oh, good luck, Reese. So you're like, Ulterior, there's a villain that runs a cult? Yeah, real. But see, like, that's a thing where I feel like if someone read that in a book, like a queer person running a cult, everyone would just be like, yes. Yes, queen. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, there's a difference, guys. The thing about all problematic things these days is that they're just real. As long as they don't portray the bad things as good, you shouldn't be called problematic for, like, bro, if you don't like it, you don't read it, F off. Yes, okay, no, that's true. That's what I mean. Dude, we want to talk about my biggest pet peeve, guys. It is, like, people expecting books to like explain everything and tell you that things are good or bad. Like the like reading comprehension is so low and it's so obvious. And it's distressing. Uh like let me use an example that I think like most people here would probably understand. And I talked about it on stream before, but it was like it's about the Dream SMP, okay? So it's about the ending of the Dream SMP and how people were mad about it. People were like really mad about the ending of the Dream SMP. They were mad because they like because one, the server was destroyed, right? Like so like it got nuked, everything was destroyed, everyone died. Um uh they were mad because they were like, oh, Tommy forgave his abuser Dream, like all in roleplay. Okay, guys, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about roleplay. Like that's weird, which he didn't. Like he didn't at all. And like so people were mad about that. Whereas like oh, and then also like how like the story was telling that like, you know, these traumatized characters, the only thing that could happen to them was die, and how like that sent a bad message. And it's like the reading comprehension here is crazy. Like you can not like the ending of a story because it's sad, and that's fine because it was sad. I mean, if you don't like the ending because it's sad. But like they were like literally like canceling like Tommy over this and Dream over this and like all this stuff where they were just like this was a terribly written story because it didn't end happily. And it's like there was no way this story was going to end happily. Like what part of the Dream SMP that made like their like literally the tagline it was never meant to be made you think that this was going to end well? Yeah, okay, guys. I don't know. Like it just like it just feels like sometimes like books like need to like hold like handhold people's like morals and be like these are the good things and these are the bad things. Like, I hate being sick. Oh, yeah. Main villain in my story is Mafia Boss and is the president, and I would like a strawberry cow villain. I have to sit on a parents took all the chairs. Oh, well. I have a character who is a drug lord and used to be abused but didn't want, I think is, but doesn't mean I think it's a good or shows it good. Yeah, what part of this tragedy was supposed to end well? Exactly. Like, there is no way people just want to pretend that there's no evil in the world. Yeah, and I understand that like the Dream SP was like an escape for everyone for like 2 years. I am back. Update on the painting. It's not gonna be Star's theme. Yo, let's go. Yeah, like yeah, like you guys are right. Like it's totally like that. Yeah, first of all, it's a tragedy. Like there was no way that that wasn't gonna end in tragedy. Like let's be real here. Um, I don't know. Like if you want to read happy stories and that's all you ever want to read, that's fine. Totally. Like the world can be hard sometimes, and you want to read good stories, but and you can dislike things just because you dislike them. Why would you redeem that now? I'm about to end stream. We can do this for the end of stream. And I goes here and loves yo, let's go. Because okay, well. Guys, the hair doesn't match as well anymore. Yeah, I do have cat ears. Cakebird made these, actually. Little cat ears, little cat ears. Return with sparkling juice. Yo! So anyways, yeah, I just feel like what's happening with like a lot of books and like content creators and stuff like that is that people don't like the content creator, right? And it's not for like any particular reason. They just don't find their things entertaining, or they don't like how the person talks, or they don't like the games that they play, or whatever it is, right? Like they just don't like this person. But like in their head, they're like, there's no reason for me to dislike this person. So clearly they must just give off bad vibes and they've done something wrong. And so they just like look for something that they did wrong and then cancel them over it so that they have a reason to not like this person rather than just being like, I find this person kind of boring. And then just like not ever watching that person again. Like Pink called I have classes at 9:40 a.m. but train is at 8:10 a.m. Ugh. 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 It'd be like that sometimes. I had to be like half an hour early to like all of my classes all the time because of like how the bus route was. What a good song to play while we were talking about this. I'm the gap between a comedy and comedy. Don't come at me. I'm the main character, and you have to like me. I'm an hour early. Once you write a streamer so it can fit with the storyline. Oh yeah, like I mean, if you're writing a story about it, it's like that's whatever. I'm talking about like why people cancel people over like no reason. I know the cock went live. I know. The train at and then 9:30. Yikes, dude. I'm so sorry, Red. Yeah. Usually if I got really early to classes, I would like go to a cafe first. Like I wouldn't actually go to the school and just like chill. I don't know. Well, I'm gonna be reading Cakebird. And then I'm gonna go grab dinner because I think dinner's ready. It might not be actually. It's only 4:30. Maybe not. Once I get McDonald's or I got. Oh, okay, nice. They're leaving and it smells like gas. Well, well, well. Watching PBS Kids because I can do it. I feel kind of bad. I didn't wear the cat ears for that long. I'm not gonna judge you. I don't care. Eh? Okay. Well. I have to do my Inktober. That's what I'm gonna do. Anyways, we're gonna raid Cakebird. I'm gonna be in his chat probably. like in the VC. So I'll see you guys over there. Hold on, hold on. Ah, father. Thank you. No, no, no. Hello, everyone. My father has given me hot chocolate. He doesn't want to be on screen, and I just thought he was gonna come on the screen. That was... Kickbird. Kickbird. Excellent. Alright, so I'll see you guys over there. And be just chatting with Cakebird. Why is my goober not there? It's just my logo. What's going on? Where's my goober? What the F? Anyways. See you guys over there. I probably won't be streaming until Thursday. We probably will be watching Ghost Files because see you guys over there. Bye.